Well, the state's position, first of all, is this statute needs to be redrafted, that the legislature needs to take a look at it, and we need to tighten up the language so that we're real clear on what the law is. But given what we have to work with, that if you are a firearm owner and you want to keep your loaded firearm somehow in your home, and a child gains access to it, and you have reason to believe that a child could gain access to it, that it needs to be locked, and it needs to either have a trigger lock or it needs to be in a gun safe. Otherwise, you're liable under this statute. Obviously, the defense had a different take on the reading of the statute, but I believe that was the legislative intent, was to keep children safe. I think it was absolutely ridiculous how it was stored. It was a loaded firearm in a duty belt, and it was on top of a gun safe in a closet. So clearly, Mr. Parsons knew that a firearm should be locked up because he owned a gun safe. But when he left for that particular day to do errands, he took his duty belt off, threw it on top of a gun safe, and threw some clothes on top of it, trying to hide it a little bit. And that's just not sufficient. That wouldn't be sufficient for anyone, let alone someone who's in law enforcement.
And do you think that this statute covers that sufficiently?
I believe that it does, but again, I believe it's also inartfully written, so I think the judge's questions weren't right on point as to what exactly does it mean, and that's the exact reason why I went and did a legislative history and submitted 900 pages of what the legislature was talking about, and I believe it's a gun safety, a child safety statute, and it's meant to keep kids safe.